Shipping containers have become a big contributor to globalization as products can be easily loaded and sent around the world. In the past, it would be difficult to load ships with cargo, especially with the 200,000 items they try to fit in these ships. In the early 1900s, it became even harder as it would be difficult to move cargo from ships to trains. Malcolm McLean, who was a truck driver, said, "Wouldn't it be great if my trailer could be simply lifted up and placed on this ship?" This idea was out of the box. On April 26, 1956, he deployed a converted ship called Ideal X. It had containers that were all the same size, 8 feet by 8 feet, and it was effective as it only cost 16 cents a ton compared to $5.83 per ton from before. Because of this accessibility, new research suggests that the container has been more of a driver of globalization than all trade agreements in the past 50 years altogether. By 1980, 90% of countries had shipping ports compared to the 1% in 1966. There are now 200 million trips made every year with 6,000 vessels. 90% of items were shipped in a container, and now shipping cargo costs 90% less than before, which is why it is such an accessible way to transport items. Shipping has had a negative impact through creating greenhouse gases, sound pollution, and oil pollution. However, this is still less significant than the other impacts of different transport methods. Carbon dioxide emissions would be approximately 40 times higher in air freight compared to shipping by sea. Efforts to be more environmentally friendly include creating a solar-powered container ship in 2009. As for the future, people are concerned about increasing size of container ships. Increased trade decreases the price of shipping, but this can still be risky because there will be a higher risk of accidents. A new type of container ship will grow to fit 18,000 containers. There have been bigger ships created before, but these will be built in larger quantities.
Now we're gonna talk about airplane. The airplane technology has only been around for 2 centuries, and compared to other modes of transport, it is quite new. In the past, humans tried to imitate birds by attaching flappy objects onto their arms. However, the wings do not work well on humans because of the weight and proportions. Sir George Cayley from England built the first basic structure of an airplane, and it was a stick mounted on a movable tail. The Wright brothers made their first powered flights in 1903, and by 1905 they were considered a practical flying machine that could work. This shows the planes from 1903 until today. You can see that planes now are more modern and faster and safer with Wi-Fi and good food sometimes. Unfortunately, there are also bad points about flying. Accidents always occur no matter where you are. Airplanes have the least number of accidents, but they still happen and the damage is even worse. Also, germs and viruses can spread, especially in airplanes, because people from different countries are gathering in the airplane to fly to another country from another country. So, airplanes now provide us with Wi-Fi and entertainment, and in the future, airplanes are going to be better because people are improving on it, and people would still continue relying on airplanes to bring them to further destinations. And also it helps in globalization because, for example, a businessman set up a business in Asia when he invests on a company from Europe. So you can be like rich boss like Vladimir Putin. And this helps globalization in a way because then companies are influenced like internationally.
Wireless communication has become one of the fastest diffusing mediums on the planet. Mobile phones have changed the way we live our lives, and to many people, the loss of voice calling, texting, and mobile internet access is unsettling. Cell phones have brought the world together and facilitated globalization by allowing people to communicate with each other no matter how far people were from each other. Mobile phones began as a large and clunky device capable of sending and receiving short voice messages over short distances. The first mobile phone was created by Martin Cooper on April 3, 1973. It weighed 1 kg and allowed people to talk on the phone for 30 minutes. The phone costed $4,000 each. However, the mobile phone was not widely purchased because of its outrageous price and bulkiness. Mobile phones then evolved into a light, small, portable device with many functions that allowed development of communication over large time and distance. Mobile phones now have become one of the fast-growing technology and necessity. Mobile phones brought many positive and negative impacts to our society. Mobile phones allowed us to communicate anytime and anywhere internationally. By this global interaction, people are able to learn about different cultures through talking to people from different nations. Cell phones have given industry profound impacts, helping to develop and share communities and business economy internationally. However, mobile phones have resulted in many dangerous driving accidents or other road incidents or body injuries after the increased act of multitasking. Research has also shown that mobile phones have a negative impact on individuals' health lifestyle. Communications contribute to time-space conversions because of the convenience of how much time you can save through communication anytime and anywhere internationally. Mobile phones have helped us ease communication by calls, text messages, and social media such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. People are able to communicate in a short period of time. Mobile phone communication can impact people's lives socially, economically, and health-relatedly throughout globalization due to the advancement of technology nowadays. I predict that in the future, mobile phones will still continue to evolve and change dramatically. Therefore, there will be more opportunities of developing further functions with a range of technology. In the future, there could be unexpected and unimaginable gadgets on our mobile phones. For example, mobile phone companies may design a phone that could be displayed on our glasses. Mobile devices could also become smaller with a small chip battery and may develop flexible screens or transparent phones.